The verse on the Jester for Jesus website for today is from John chapter 14 and verse 6. It says this, it says, I am the way, the truth and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. Of course, these are Jesus' words before his crucifixion, as John's Gospel has an extended period of time when he's talking to the disciples and teaching them, and a lot of these I am statements that are recorded in John. And I am refers back to what God said to Moses at the burning bush. I am who I am. The I am is Jesus saying, God is the way. I am the way. And there's no other way we can get to heaven other than by Jesus. And by his death on the cross and then his subsequent resurrection, we know that. The curtain being torn in two is one example of we've got free access into God, and his resurrection gives us that hope of a resurrected life with him. That's why it says, I am the way, the truth, and life. You can do whatever you like, but there's nothing else that's going to get you to heaven other than through Jesus. No one comes to the Father, he was saying, except through me. And believing in Jesus, believing in the resurrection, which gives us the hope, which I've said before, it's the pin upon which the whole of Christianity, if not the whole of history, hangs, is the resurrection. If it never happened, if it was made up, why would the disciples die for it? Why have Christians subsequently since then died believing it did happen? If it didn't happen, you don't die for a lie. You die because you believe in something. You're persecuted because you believe in the resurrection. And that's what he's saying here. So I am the way, the truth, and life. There is no other way you're going to get to heaven other than by me, says Jesus. So think about those words. Maybe as you're driving along the road and you see a one-way sign, you think, oh, go up there. No, you can't go up there, maybe. Think about that as you're driving along or at work or whatever. I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through Jesus. Have a great day today.